Illinois reaches more than 400 confirmed and probable cyclosporiasis cases as of Tuesday morning. That's according to the state's Department of Public Health. 31 people needed hospital care, and the IDPH reports no deaths. The CDC, FDA, and several states' public health investigators link the outbreak to shredded iceberg lettuce. But Miriam Niesmeyer talks with a state-line lettuce producer who says shoppers' concerns are leading to a business increase.
Daniel, a shopper and two local produce sellers tell me people want to know where their food comes from. One farmer says his lettuce is selling much faster compared to previous years.
Lately, I've been trying to do more local if I can.
Michelle Pearson says after federal investigators linked a cyclosporiasis outbreak to shredded iceberg lettuce from some suppliers in Mexico, it's changed how she shops for produce.
We did eat lettuce that was bagged, and I was really paranoid, and I was like, I can't eat lettuce anymore.
Pearson says she reads labels more closely and looks for produce grown closer to home. According to the CDC, Cyclospora spreads through food or water contaminated with feces.
I feel like then you know exactly where it's coming from. It's not going through some warehouse.
Broadview Farm and Gardens owner Tim Brown grows his own lettuce in Marengo, then sells at Rockford farmers markets, stores, and restaurants. Brown says his lettuce sales are up.
This is kind of driving the point home for our existing customers, the value of buying from a local farm, and then it is bringing in some new people. So we are seeing more people at the farmers market. We're seeing definitely a lot more lettuce in particular being sold.
After harvest, Brown says his crew washes the lettuce in sanitized water, then moves it into cold storage before delivery.
We tell them about our growing practices and our post-harvest practices. We're very diligent on, making sure that their food is safe.
Meridian Nursery Manager Mitchell Cunningham says more customers ask where their produce comes from.
The biggest question is it organic? That was the biggest question today and throughout the past few weeks now.
Cunningham says the nursery sources its produce through Tri-County Produce in central Wisconsin.
And the biggest thing is where to get it right from the good place, no pesticides, everything like that.
Broadview sells at Edgebrook Farmers Markets on Wednesdays and North End City Market on Saturdays. Meridian Nursery posts its produce selection on Facebook and restocks Wednesdays around 4 o'clock.
Well, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends not eating any recalled lettuce. They say throw it away or return it to where you bought it.